Why are you filming?
Because I am. Yeah, I'm filming.
So can we just talk to you for a minute? Yes. No, Asif Uddin.
Yes, yes.
Emails to the solicitor as well. Now we're warning you final time, please as well. Please don't do that anymore.
What I'm doing, is it illegal?
It's the trustee's decision.
But the Imam, he's allowed to call me to do
It's the trustee's decision.
The Imam
Trustees are in charge of it. We're telling you not to do it anymore.
You're not legal trustees.
No.
Please, please do not get involved.
Take a legal action.
Sorry.
These are not legal trustees.
May I interject? May I interject, please?
These are not legal trustees.
I understand, okay?
If you take the case into hand, then please look into it.
Please, can you just listen to, hear me out for a second? Can you let this gentleman speak, say what he has to say, and
No,
then
but
after...
he's lying.
But everybody...
He's lying. We have to have Okay, look, this is a public...
I understand.
And they are not legal trustees.
I understand.
They are not legal trustees.
Sir, that's
And
a
he has
different
been
matter,
banned by charity commission.
We've been called here to deal with this matter today. I would like this gentleman to finish saying what he's got to say, so then we can do what we need to do. And then we will have a listen to you as well. But I want to do this in a calm manner so we can resolve it the best way possible.
This will be calm if he acts like this.
Well, this is why we're here, okay? He's been nicely calm at the moment. Let him finish, then you can have your say, all right?
Okay, so as you know, we've already sent you the emails to a solicitor, privately as well. 3 or 4 emails already. Kindly requesting you, please do not give your talks here or speech here till further notice. Now I'm requesting you again, please don't do that till this matter gets resolved.
You're not responsible, I am the responsible.
No, have you finished? Is there anything you want to add? So we
It's
can
just
speak?
very simple. It's just very simple instructions we've given you.
That's fine. But
And
you're
if
gonna
there
have
is
anything new,
something
so
which
we
you
can
want to
respond.
take further, you can take it by all means through legal ways. Yeah? Take a legal advice, go through legal ways. There's always a legal way to
You have
sort it
public
out.
funds, you can use legal
Yeah?
for legal.
So please, we're requesting you again.
Okay, well, give him a
nicely,
donation for the
there's
mosque.
no
So,
deal.
please.
Is there anything else that you want to add? Or you just going to repeat?
Is he allowed on the property?
No, we can come to and pray on the property. He's not allowed to give a talk.
Okay.
He's not allowed to give a talk. He's not allowed to give a
Let me
speech.
just summarise. So this gentleman is asking then that you can come here and pray. He's not saying that you can't do, but when you are here, not to give a sermon. That's basically what he's saying until this matter is resolved via whatever process.
Okay, but he can't legally stop me because he hasn't got the authority to do that. So this is the Imam of the mosque, and this is someone who's in the committee. So he has invited me to give a talk. Okay, I don't understand why there's 3 of you to come here.
Oh, we just happen to be
It's just
together.
because
Okay, that's
we're
alright.
on patrol today.
And I actually think it's a waste of police time as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So there's more things. I mean, I got robbed like about 3 months ago. You guys didn't come straight away, so I'm finding it strange that you came to this straight away. Anyway, that's not criticism of you guys in particular. So this seems to be like an internal dispute. I don't think it has to be. It has to go outside where the other people like yourselves have to get involved, because I have been requested. He is an employee and he has been here for 20 years. These guys have only been here for a few years. They got some authority, but this seems to be like an internal dispute that needs to be dealt with between them, right? So I don't think that I've done anything illegal. I have actually had some correspondence with the committee. They say that I've actually breached a contract. I brought it to 3 solicitors, one including someone who actually worked for the Charity Commission.
We've not received anything.
Excuse me, can I be quiet now? Please.
Yeah, sure.
So I've consulted.
Please relax. I'm listening to this gentleman.
I've consulted 3 solicitors.
English, please. English.
One of them happened to be someone who works with the Charity Commission, right? Now, the reason why they're banning me is because they say I'm not allowed to talk about political issues. We're talking about political issues within the actual law. I'm not talking about anything which is against the law. So I said to them, no, it doesn't say that. In the actual contract, it says you are not allowed to talk about political issues which incites hatred and which incites violence, which incites extremism, which I've not done at all, right? So it's basically English. English is a barrier for these guys in not understanding what the contract I signed. And I actually said that to them, and they just basically got a solicitor that they paid for just to say exactly the same thing that they did. If you want, I can bring you the contract. You can read it yourself. It's in English that says that you're not allowed to talk about political issues which incites violence or hatred. And they agree. I hope they agree that I've never done that. I haven't done that.
Okay, I understand what you're saying,
Sure.
and I've listened to what this gentleman said as well. With regards to the contract and everything,
Sure.
as you know, we deal with criminal matters, and the reason why we're here today, so I can explain, is we're here solely to facilitate him having a verbal talk with you and to prevent a breach of the peace. Okay, that's the only reason why we're here. We're not here to police any civil contracts. That's not our remit.
Have you seen any peace or unrest?
No, I haven't. So the reason. So the reason why we're here today is just to facilitate this gentleman saying to you that at the moment that he would not like you to say any sermons.
Sure.
As I understand it, he's the chairman of the mosque and the day-to-day running of the mosque. Although Imam, you look after the spirituality of your
This is my responsibility.
you look after the spirituality.
Every single word I have recorded.
The trustees control who is on the list that can give sermons, etc. So the remit, from what I've understood from both of you, you're saying is that the trustees of the board have that control. In that respect, he is entitled to say, for the time being, until this matter is resolved, we kindly request that you do not say any more sermons.
I'll take that into consideration, but I'm not going to say that I'm going to stop giving talks.
You should also
as long as the Imam wants me to. If the Imam doesn't want me to do it, I won't do it.
My understanding is, okay, from listening to both of your thing, both of you, it is the trustees that control who gives the talks, although the Imam invites the person. So they set that and the list of who can come and give the talks, and the Imam then invites the person to come give the talks. So at the moment, he's revoking that right.
The only problem with this is that we've tried to get the Charity Commission involved in this, okay? And they're not really bothered about these things because it's actually a very small issue, I mean, in the scheme of things. So he can do anything that he wants as a dictator, I'm not calling him a dictator, but anything that he wants. He can basically, he has to prove that I've actually broken or breached the contract. If
I understand that. I understand. Yeah, definitely.
If he can't prove that I've breached the contract, then he's got no authority to stop me from giving elections. You understand?
not elected.
You understand that? Which he hasn't done.
Okay. In the interim periods, okay, I think in the interest of both parties, okay, because obviously this is causing the committee distress and it's causing you distress, and in terms of distress,
It's not causing us distress.
Okay,
I'm not stressed at all. I've dealt with
and it's causing the congregation, obviously.
My friend, it's not causing anybody distress. No distress. No distress.
My point is that in the interim period, I think it would be advisable to go by what the trustees are saying. And if they are saying that they don't want you to do so, it is a civil matter. It needs to be referred to in the contracts, but that is why.
Okay, so one point.
I can say something.
Yeah. So one point, just to respond to you, then you can actually say that. I refuse to do that because they don't have a process of complaints. So they can get rid of me, and you say that, okay, during the interim period could be 20 years. You understand? They don't have any process in the contract in which they basically say, okay, we'll take it to an arbitrary judge, or we will actually go to a neutral person. I'm willing to do that. But I don't think they're going to be willing to do that because in English, and I think this is the problem, they don't understand the contract. As they said that, as the actual contract itself says clearly, like as clear as a day, that as long as I don't talk about political issues which incite violence and hatred, which I've not done, right? Then I haven't actually breached the contract, because I could turn around, and I've said this to him. He's actually presided over political issues. Wasn't the election considered to be political? Hasn't he done political issues as well? So he should actually stand down as well.
Okay. I think we're straying off the point slightly here. I want to keep it to this, okay?
Yeah.
And like I said, our role here today is not to assess the situation, it's not to make a decision, it's not to do it.
That's
it's
fine.
to facilitate this gentleman giving you
I understand that, but I'm just making it clear to you.
Any sermons.
I'm just making it clear to you that I'm not going to stop doing that. I'm just making, because there's no such thing as an interim period where they have a process to actually investigate this. If they had that, then I wouldn't have a problem, but they don't have that. So I respect your opinion, and that's completely fine. and you can't legally do anything. You can't stop me from doing. As long as the imam allows me to give the sermons and give me the authority to give talks, then I don't think I've actually stopped. Okay. I've done anything.
Right. Can we listen to?
Yeah. Sorry, your point.
Like the brothers have said that English is an issue and all of that. We have a solicitor's letter. We have a personal email sent out to you. I'm just repeating what I said before. Let me just finish, please.
Sorry, the letter didn't
finish, please.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
So I've sent you emails. The letter is sent out through a solicitor, right? I'm sure that the solicitor who's got a good standing for the last 20 years understands English better than me and you.
You don't understand.
Gentlemen, please, listen.
I think you have been wrongly invited and you are really putting
I know it's a waste
on the wrong
It's a waste of time.
He has got a constitution to refer to.
Gentlemen, I'm not putting my foot anywhere. I'm just working within the remit of what we're here to do. Please, I want to hear what this gentleman has to say. And then
He's not legal here. He's not legal.
He's
not legal totally.
Yes.
He's not legal. Have you ever seen the record? Have you ever seen the record of WCM?
Have you guys finished?
Yeah, listen, why you
I want to hear what
Then you should not take the words from him.
I'm not taking anybody's side.
Yeah,
If
he has any, अगर इसमें जोर है ना तो रोक के बता दे यार.
इंशाल्लाह रोकेंगे, बच्चे रोकेंगे.
एक को रोकोगे ना 50 यहाँ खड़े होंगे.
या कुछ नहीं होने वाला क्या? पूरा करने वाला है. मेरा दिमाग खराब हो गया.
He shouldn't be here.
Please.
You cause more problems by
The
doing
solicitor has sent you the letter. Hold on, I'm not asking you that.
No, you shouldn't be here. You waste your time.
Please.
The solicitor has sent you the letter, right?
You didn't actually, but anyway.
The solicitor sent you an email.
I got the email, not the, but with the letter I didn't get.
Okay. The solicitor sent you an email, right? Going through all the details, pointing out each and every point, and confirming the points where it goes against our constitution and against our policy and procedure, right? Now, I think if there is any issue, if you don't agree with that, right, then you should reply back to the solicitor and take this further through the legal matters. There is a legal matter, there's a law in place, and we're not in a country where there's no law and order, so we are in a good position.
So many times the law and solicitor to come and
I'm not even talking to you.
Why
I'm not even talking to you.
Such a big matter of election.
I'm not even talking to you.
तो भी जूता पड़े हैं.
talking to you.
वहाँ भी जूते पड़े हैं.
Why are you replying? I'm not talking to you. It's nothing to do with you.
Asking him, I mean, there's obviously
I will be quiet now.
Thank you.
Just to facilitate.
Please, there's no need. He can talk for himself. He can talk for himself. He can talk for himself. He knows English better than you. I understand that. Yeah? So, I'm again requesting you that please do not give any talk or sermon till this matter is finished. We've written down to you that we're not banning you or anything, like you just mentioned. It was quite clear that till further notice, right? It was in your email, in my email, in our email we sent you, we said till further notice, and the solicitors confirmed that as well.
Okay.
So, let's deal with this, sort this out, and then you can carry on if we allow you.
Okay.
At this stage,
So I'm just
we're
letting you
requesting you to stop, don't give any sermon, don't give any talk, till further notice. That's it. That's what I want to say.
I need to let you know that that has gone to solicitors. He will be entitled to take further civil action. This is a civil procedure. This is separate of the police. He is entitled then, or the committee are entitled to take further civil litigation procedures against yourself if you don't adhere to this.
No problem.
Okay, you had something in report to that.
Yeah, so you said that first of all I didn't get the letter, I only got the email. Second of all, the actual thing that the solicitor wrote, I didn't think he wrote it because it's almost like a copy and paste of what the committee wrote. Okay, and I can actually prove it as well. So
there you go.
So this thing about he knows
these are points that need to be considered in the
Sure,
civil.
it can be the reason.
I haven't finished.
It can be the reason.
I haven't finished. No, let me just
It
finish.
can be the reason that the solicitor
I didn't
agreed to
interrupt
what
you.
we
I
say.
agree not to interrupt you. So the second thing is that go ahead, do what you have to do, but I'm not going to stop. As long as the Imam wants me to continue, I'm not going to stop giving lectures. Okay? Just letting you know that.
Thank you.
If you want to take it further, go ahead. I'm not scared. I think it's actually quite ridiculous that you're actually causing so many problems.
So brave to call the police on your brother,
if you look at most of the people here, except for the people connected to the committee, no one's complained. Except for some of your family members who emailed you and stuff like this.
It's not the committee, it's the trustees committee.
Day-to-day management of the whole masjid. No one else. No employee is in charge to say, I will control this. It's the trustees who control this, And by constitution, by everything, trustees are in charge of the day-to-day management. If something goes wrong, if something happens, no employee will be questioned, it will be trustees who will be questioned. And hence the trustees are responsible and the trustees decision are final. So it is not the employees who are final.
They have asked you to do the arbitration. Have you done it?
The person whose the property's name is under is not their name.
And they don't know the case.
And the person who actually name is under this property, they don't have any issues with it.
Yeah. What would you like to happen today then?
But we just want the gentleman to stop here.
You've served this notice
kindly,
in front of the
and
police.
then we can sort this out, and then if allows, the trustees committee is allowed, he can start.
So-
no problem. But at this stage, he must stop.
He served it. I mean, if we were here at the beginning, unfortunately we were tied up in another incident. We have this conversation, and
Trust me, you're wasting your time here, mate.
The sermon wouldn't have gone ahead today because we have to sort this matter out. You've been served the civil warning by the gentleman here today, and you've given your retort to it. I have to say, it's all been recorded on my camera here, and you've got it there. We're just here to prevent a breach of the peace, okay? And we're saying that we can, if there is a community issue, take out something what is called a community protection warning notice, okay, which we will consider at a later date. Okay, with
Stop recording. I'm running out of.
but for the time being, you've been served the verbal notice with regards to the trustees asking you to cease.